Hey, what's up guys, welcome back to my new video. Today I will be showing you this tier list I made of all the support units in Fntd, so definitely do make sure to stick around for the whole video just so you are informed on the new best meta. But anyways, just make sure you like and subscribe, you comment down below, and you join our Discord, just not to miss out on any good trades that might be happening, because we do have our very own trading channel. We do have our VCs, including our members of the Discord server. We will hopefully host some events in the future. But anyways, let's get into the video, guys. So up first we have Hawaiian Endo, and without wasting any time, I can literally say he goes into C tier, and that is because he is literally one of the worst range boosting towers in the game. So if I was to talk about him, he has not got any redeeming qualities. Like, for example, he's got off base, shiny, 1.31 range boost, which kind of sounds good. But if he was not shiny, that would be like 1.15, I think, or something along those lines. He's got 15 range, which I think most of the boosters do, but that's the worst range, bad range as it can get. And he just isn't worth it when you can literally grind out endless and get something much better. But stick around for that. And just to finish it all off, he is literally out of season, so you can't even get him right now unless you trade for him. But anyways, let's continue on to our second character. And for our second tower, we will be talking about Crying Child. You already know the drill. Without wasting any time, I am literally gonna put him in B tier. This is because, if you didn't know, this character itself, it was owned by my friend and not myself, but it carried us quite a lot because of its freeze ability. So it was super vital for us to actually be able to progress. However, now you do have more characters such as Bone Guy, which is literally the better version of Crying Child and Purple Guy combined. So he's kind of fallen off the face of the game. But if I was to go back with where there wasn't a Phone Guy, I would definitely add him back to my team and probably own him myself. So let's quickly talk about the stats. He's got 15 range at the start, and then he has 22 range when you upgrade him to level 5, which... Are you kidding me? LT Tinku does seem like he wants to call me at this time. But anyways, I was saying, Crying Child is quite good, but he's not really in the place where you should get him right now, just because there is Phone Guy. But once Phone Guy does go away, he might still be a considerable option if you are unable to obtain Phone Guy. So yeah, I think this will conclude it for Crying Child. But let's move on to the next character. Okay, so up next we have Fredbear. You already know the drill. Without wasting any time, we are going to put him in A tier. Now, this might be a little bit controversial because he is the best range booster in the game. However, there is one issue, and that is that he's no longer obtainable naturally, which I'm going to say naturally is what I mean is, the only way you can get him is through trading, and you can't get it through playing. That is because he was in the last season's pass first character. So unless you reset it, there's a low chance that you have ever got Fredbear that is shiny. And the stats that I'm showing right now, those are shiny. And unless you have shiny, he's A tier, because getting him shiny is basically impossible. And him not being shiny means that he is actually worse than some other range boosters. But anyways, that will conclude it for Fredbear. So let's go on to our next character. Okay guys, so now I'll be talking about Amalgam. I'll try and go through this one quickly as possible. So Amalgam is just a worse version of Crying Child. So without wasting any time, I am literally going to put him in C tier. Now I doubt I have to explain this, but he's the worst version of Crying Child, and him being shiny doesn't literally do anything. He is really expensive, but the one thing that he has over Crying Child is it's easier to obtain, even though you can't get him naturally through trading. It is way easier to obtain him just because he's so much worse. But if you're gonna get a slowing down unit and it's not gonna be Phone Guy, you might as well go for Crying Child, since he targets more than one person, which Amalgam doesn't do, by the way. But yeah, let's move on to our next character. Okay, so now I want to talk about Maestro Puppeteer, and he is going in D tier. Just kidding, guys, he's the only one that's good enough to go in S tier so far. Okay, so let's talk about him real quick. So off base, he's got 1.38 shiny range boost. He's got 15 range, which with Puppet's Nightmare, it is gonna be 20 something. And you can also range boost one with another. There's 3 placements, and he is currently so easy to get. All you have to do is do the Western lobby. So definitely, if you do not have him, make sure to get him. Unless you already have shiny Fredbear, then you would not need him. Other than that, I haven't got much else to say about him. He's just the only competitor to Fredbear. So if you do not have a range booster, definitely do look into getting him. Anyways, let's move on to the next character. Okay, guys, so let's quickly talk about Spring Bonnie. Okay, so if you didn't know, guys, this is one of the highest damage boosting units in the game. So if you do not have him and you can get him, definitely do get him in the trading plaza, because you cannot obtain him naturally anymore. But the problem with this is that it's so rare. So for that reason alone, I'm going to put it in A tier, just like Fredbear. So like I said, he's just really rare, so you can't really obtain him that easily. And that's at shiny. You can't obtain him easily shiny, and you can't really make him shiny because the Remnant doesn't work. So that means that other units out there are actually doing better than him, even though him shiny would do better than them. But yeah, that's all I've really got to say about Spring Bonnie. So let's move on to the next character. Okay, guys, so up next we have Plush Trap. So this is another unit in the game that boosts range, and the way you obtain him is through doing Endless, so that makes him quite easy to get, and he's actually really good. He's the same as Maestro Puppeteer, but I am gonna have to sadly give him A tier. This is because he's a little bit older, so soon enough he's gonna go away, I reckon. This is just a prediction. Plus, there's already range booster in S tier, so that's that. And there is also the higher chance of getting shiny Maestro Puppet than there is shiny Plush Trap, which actually, if you think about it, it actually makes sense, because you can get more Western presents than you can Plush Trap presents within an hour, so that kind of makes it easier to get a Maestro and less annoying, because you don't have to get to around 100 every single time. So yeah, this will conclude it for Plush Trap, but let's go to the next character. Okay, so up next I have Music Man. So he is the one and only cooldown booster, and for that reason alone, I'll have to give it S tier. One issue is that he's from Battle Pass, but the way I obtained him, I actually got him for free by going into the trading plaza, so it is definitely something you can do as well. It's not like he costs a lot of souls, and you might be lucky enough to get a shiny. Okay, so up next, I'll quickly run through this one. We have got Endo, which, if you did not know, he is one of the best damage boosters, and I think I'll have to give him S tier. This is because he's still obtainable naturally, and you can get him shiny by just farming Endless game 1. So that makes him really good. He does, however, do less damage boost than a Spring Bonnie shiny would do. But if you were to get him shiny, he'd do more than Spring Bonnie normal. So definitely do make sure to get him right now if you cannot get shiny Spring Bonnie, which I don't think there's many people that actually can. And finally, last and definitely least, we got Fazcade. Yeah, I think I'll just I don't think I've got too much to say about this one, but anyways, I'll put it in D tier, and I think I'll just wrap up the video here. So definitely do make sure to give this video a like, a subscribe, and a comment if you agree or disagree, and I'll see you guys in the next video.